Hi, everybody. Angelique here. Today, I wanted to give you a little insider's tip on how coaches help their clients hack perseverance. And I think you can learn to do this on your own, actually, with a little bit of practice. So anytime that you are going after a big, important goal that you care a lot about, of course, you need to put a plan in place to figure out how to get there. And, people like us, we're good at that kind of project management stuff. So I don't expect you to have a hard time with coming up with some incremental steps to get you from where you are to the goal that you want to achieve. The problem is that oftentimes we get very attached to our plan, and any time that we run into obstacles that keep us from following that plan or from achieving that goal in the way that we thought we could or in the time frame that we thought we could, we end up feeling like we are failures. And then we have to rely on perseverance and this internal drive to dig ourselves out of these depths of despair. And what I do as a coach is I help my clients brainstorm a bunch of different ways that they could achieve their plan. It's a simple technique called the AWE technique. And AWE stands for and what else? And what else? And so we just go through that thought exercise many, many, many times until we come up with, a list of ways to achieve that goal, or different resources that could help, or different ways that success could look, but coming up with a huge set of options. And when you do that, then your first plan that may not go as you had foreseen, oftentimes for reasons that are completely outside of your control. In fact, I remember having this big goal of wanting to be like a head of product at my former company. And I was working on working on products in the area I was in, and I was applying to MIT to get my executive MBA. And literally the same day I submitted my application, the company split itself in half, and all the product went to part of the business that I had never been in. And so my chances of becoming head of product in the way that I had foreseen literally vanished. It was completely outside of my control. Those sorts of things happen all of the time, but I had other options. And so in my case, I continued to get my degree, and then I ended up moving to France, which might be a little bit of an extreme way to achieve your goal. So maybe not everybody wants to do that, but for me, that's what I decided to do. And so for you, it's the same thing, really brainstorming all the different ways that you could achieve your goal. And what that does for you is and there's a pretty good likelihood that your exact path as you foresee it today may not come to fruition. When that happens, instead of feeling like, oh, I'm a failure, and going to the depths of despair, you can simply say, shoot, that didn't work. Okay, what's next on my list? And what's the next thing on my list? And what's the next thing on my list? And you can continue to move forward and making progress because you have brainstormed these options. So this is something you can do yourself. I suggest you pick one goal that you're working towards right now, and maybe just set aside a quiet place in 10 or 15 minutes and just write down write these letters down. And what else? And just reflect, what are all the other ways that you could achieve your goal, in addition to the plan that you've probably already laid forth, and then refer back to it. And if you have any obstacles that are coming your way with plan 1, go to plan 2 and plan 3 and plan 4 until you get there. And that is how you hack perseverance.